Bro, fair, bro. Up that boss. On a lane. The boy can't style me. Today, I'm making apple crumble. I learned how to make this in prison. Yeah, so big up everyone that's incarcerated. Not everybody who's incarcerated is actually guilty. There's innocent people in prison. But yeah, I learned this recipe in prison, and I just thought like, it's Christmas coming up, and there's loads of people that ain't gonna be able to see their family in it and don't have the freedom. But yeah, this one is inspired by HMP Highdown. Bro, up that boss. Rich and Bumbuckler bad. Flavor boss. Bro, up that. Crumble. So what I've done, I've mixed the apples because in prison you don't choose what you get. You understand? I'm using cinnamon, ground mix and spices. I'm using cinnamon. I'm using digestic biscuits, and I'm using ginger nut biscuit. Yeah. So basically, this recipe is just like a simple recipe that actually bangs. You understand? So you don't need to use no flour. You don't need to use no flour and butter to make the actual crumble. We're doing it with digestive biscuit and ginger nut biscuit. And at the top, I'm gonna sprinkle some coconut sprinkles on that. Yeah. You're gonna need some sugar. I'm gonna use white and brown sugar as well. So yeah. So I mixed the apples. So I got some cooking apples. And I just got some normal apples. I'm gonna peel them. I've washed them already, as you can see. And I'm gonna show you guys how to make the crumble. Bruv. So what I'm gonna do, I've got a potato peeler. And just to peel the apples much faster. I can peel it with a knife. In prison we use just like a normal butter knife, innit? But this is much more easier. We can meet in the showers. So this is cooking apples. I got them from Sainsbury's. This recipe I'm doing, it cost me less than £3. So you can see, I've peeled it. I'm gonna cut them in the middle in a minute, and I'm gonna just cut them up in equal slices. So you see, it's quite easy when you use a potato peeler, isn't it? Much more easier, it's much more safer. I've washed the apples already. So while I cut all the rest of the apples, I rest them in water so they don't change colour, because apples change colour quite quickly when the air starts to catch them. Once you take the skin off. So basically, I'm just peeling the apples. As I said to you before, I've mixed the apples because when you're incarcerated, you just have to make it up as you go along. You understand? So this recipe, you could do it with under 45 minutes, and you're gonna see how it comes out. Yeah. Being a chef is to find different ways and to perfect it in the same way. And when you go to prison, you learn a lot of these things. You know what I mean? So I'm just using normal apples. I've paid 6 of them for £1 in Sainsbury's. But yeah, this is what I'm doing, man. Today I'm doing some apple crumble, some custard. I'm thinking, you know what I mean? Anytime you need a lover, call on me. I'll be waiting. So it's a boring job. So what we used to do, yeah, in prison, yeah, on a Saturdays and Sundays, you get apples in it. So the whole wing, you used to just, everyone would just put in their apples. So if you get 2 apples, the whole wing will put in their apples, and we just make a big apple crumble in it. And in prison, because we don't have ovens and stuff, we didn't use flour and butter to make the crumble in it, because we actually put it underneath the hot pan. So the flour and butter wouldn't be able to cook, and it wouldn't be crumbly. So that's the reason why we use digestives and other biscuits to do the crumble. She's loving me. So yeah, you said take the core out. So that people don't know, you have to take the core out. The core is quite hard. The day would come, I will be free again. I never knew the day would come. You will see me again. You can pray for me. And then all of the suffering. So you know all the apples, you're gonna cut them equally. Not too big, not too small. Because you want them to, you see my apple crumble, yeah? I want it to still have a little bit of crunch. So look. So they're gonna boil down. Well, I'm gonna show you how to do it anyway. My thing's different. Yeah, so I'm still cutting up the apples. So just cut them and then cut off the core. You don't need the core. Make sure you cut the core out because the core is extremely tough and it can't be eaten. So cut them like this. I drop them into water to keep them the colour. Because once they start to change colour, they start to get bitter. Turn it around. So this size here, because what I'm going to do, once I've seasoned them with some cinnamon, sugar and all sorts, I'm going to put it in a pot and I'm going to cook it slowly. You understand? I'm going to steam them to get them soft. You understand? Cut the cores them out. The first process has been done, which is cutting the apples, coring them, and I'm cutting them into equal pieces. So obviously they cook at the same temperature at the same time. Now I'm gonna do is take this water out, and I'm gonna actually season them. You're gonna see what I mean by season. All right, bruv, up that boss. So put some sugar. Put a nice amount of sugar. Mix it up. As I said, the only reason I'm using my hands and not gloves is because I'm in my house, innit? So I'm gonna mix it up. That's sugar. White sugar is in now. You've got some brown sugar in there. You don't need to put too much brown sugar. I don't want it to be too sweet. Some cinnamon. Quite a nice generous amount because you want it the little brown colour. So cinnamon's inside now. So you see, the cinnamon's in now. Yeah. There's a bit of this. Not too much. You understand? Just a drizzle of honey. Not a lot. Put the fire on a low heat. What I'm going to do now is slowly cook these apples. So the second process, put some, this is a clean plastic bag. I'll put these biscuits in there. What I would do is put in the blender, but the blender, as I said to you, we didn't have these ingredients in prison, but if I put in the blender, it's gonna grind down too thin. So this is the ginger one, the ginger nut biscuit. Just give it a different flavour. You know what I mean? So what I'm gonna do, put this back, and here we go. Tie the blood clot back. I mean something to broke up it nasty with it. So I'm gonna stick this. I don't wanna do that. 1 second. Yeah, so you don't want it too thin in it, so just break them up. So you see what I've done? I've crumbled it out. The next step is for me to mix this up with some butter, put some cinnamons in it, and then yeah. So the apples are cooking slowly. I don't want to cook them fast because they're not going to cook. So I'm going to make this cook for another half an hour. And yeah. So yeah. Put a little bit of cinnamon. Mix that in. Sugar, brown sugar, cinnamon. I'm going to mix it in now. Into the biscuits. I still haven't put the butter in the biscuit because once I put the butter in the biscuit, it's going to be a bit thicker. So as you can see, the apples are getting soft. It's made its own liquid. So that's the cinnamon, the sugar, the allspice, and just slowly. I don't want it to be too soft because it's going to cook in the oven again. So this is the biscuits. I'm using 50 grams of butter. I don't really like telling you guys weight because you see with cooking, I could use 50 grams of butter today, and then next day I use 100 grams because it's all about the temperature of the room, the temperature of this, the temperature of your hands. You know what I mean? So it makes a big difference. I don't really like giving you. So all I'm gonna do is just work it in. Work the butter in. I'm gonna definitely need more butter. So I'm going to work the butter in all over. That's going to make it more thicker. Just fold it over. I said to you, if I was working in the kitchen, I'll definitely use a glove. But I'm in the kitchen, I don't really need to use a glove. So you see, I've used 150 grams of butter. So you just have to just want to work it in because you can see now the consistency is a bit more thicker now. Just rub it in. Make sure your hands are clean if you're not using gloves. Make sure your nails are clean. I've turned off the apples because the apples are cooked. You can see, proper apple crumble. Yeah? No boy can't take off my pants. Me not play them the game there. One in your head, me turn up the flames there. Fat pussy girl come in and she got in here. Hood in your belly, me numb. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of people saying, right, I need to get better quality cameras and that. That's in the making, man. You know what I mean? I'm in my kitchen. Well, I'm gonna have a camera crew now. So now I've added the butter, you can see a big difference. These are the apples, they're cooked. So I'm going to drain off a little bit of the water, then I'll put it in a container. This best crumble. So the first layer, you're gonna just use your utensil and flatten it up because you want it to set. Yeah? This part you don't really want it to be crumbly because when you're taking it back out, it's not gonna come out in a one piece. You understand? Just make sure it's proper set. So you just use this and level it out. You understand? The top part is gonna be the crumble part. You understand? So look a bit of coconut. It's raining down on it. You understand? Just to go on the top. So I'm going to put it in the oven now for around 20 minutes. And then there you go, apple crumble. So this has been baked for 20 minutes. So this cost me, all the ingredients cost me less than £3. So it's much cheaper, because if you're going to buy this from Bagel King or something, it costs you like £3 just for one slice.